I just thought I'd make a quick video today on my 75-gallon deep substrate planted aquarium with shrimp, neocaridina shrimp, some nano fish, and I just started this channel basically, not quite 2 weeks ago maybe, and I just noticed today I got 3 videos up and they've already gotten over a couple hundred views and 5 subscribers, which is really surprising. I want to say thank you to anyone that has subscribed to my channel already. That's pretty phenomenal. And say thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. That was unexpected. But yeah, if anybody does want to subscribe, that's great. But yeah, and I even got a nice comment. But I wanted to say a couple more things today about this deep substrate planted aquarium. If it's of any interest to anybody, if you're thinking about a planted aquarium, freshwater aquarium. I don't profess to know everything. I do have a lot of experience in this. I used to own a store with a lot of freshwater fish and saltwater fish, but a couple of channels I would suggest would be Father Fish has a lot of videos on deep substrate, planted aquariums, and Alex Williamson with Fishery. It's Fishtory. He's got a video on often overlooked downsides of filterless aquariums. A lot of people that have planted aquariums, deep substrate tanks, also have no filtration. Some of them do no water changes. I'll be honest with you, I have filtration here and I do weekly water changes. But yeah, check out those. And I have a lot of shrimp, lots of shrimp, neocaridina shrimp, a lot of new babies in here. This last month I've got some Amano shrimp. You can see this one here has been feeding on this lolly stick. She's almost got it stripped down to the wood. Thank God I got some more in the mail today. But I got these shrimp from Mark Shelley Aquatics, and he has a YouTube channel, Mark Shelley Aquatics, and I highly suggest if you are thinking about having shrimp in your tank, neocaridina, caridina shrimp, Amano shrimp, that you check out his videos. I got my order from him, and that was a while back, and they were just doing amazing. And I mentioned a product that I use in my tank for my shrimp and for the fish, the plants, the whole well-being of the tank, beneficial bacteria, and that's a product called Vector AE. They don't, and hide all my metal fans. But yeah, I'm not sponsored by anyone at all, but yeah, I use this Vector AE in this tank, not every day, but absolutely every week, a few times a week. And there's a gentleman that has a YouTube channel called Bob Moss, M-O-S-S, Bob Moss Nano Tanks, and he has a video that he goes into great detail about the use of what it does, the benefits to aquariums and the substrate, the plants, and everything. So yeah, if you have shrimp or even aquariums, you can check out, I think, of those videos. Mark from Flip Aquatics also has a video on Vector AE, and yeah, like I said, I don't profess to know everything. I do things my own way, and what works for me. Oops. There's a nice red Carolina shrimp, and she has eggs. And I have actually quite a few shrimp in here with eggs, including the first batch that were born in here a couple months ago. A lot of them are carrying eggs now. And I think I've mentioned some of the filters that I use in here. Higer sponge filters with the biological media containers in the bottom. They're a dual sponge filter. I have 2 of them in there. I also have a large sponge filter in the back that I modified. Back here, this filter, I'll get the brand for later. But it's a large sponge filter that I have in the back. And there's an air tube that goes into it, and I added an air stone to the end of that, and I place the air stone down inside the middle container part where the sponge is, and it produces a lot more intake into the filter itself and makes it a lot more efficient. And I have a Tidal 110 hang on the back filter as well. And I did mention I made a modification to that. And while I'm on this filter, this is a flow knob for the skimmer part, the top skimmer on this filter. And over here, you see, well, there's a little blue that is an indicator for when your filter needs to be changed. And the reason I mentioned that is I was watching the YouTube video and someone was talking about a Tidal filter. It wasn't the 110, but maybe a 75, and they focused on this knob, and they mentioned that when you see water coming out of the bottom of that knob, flowing out of that knob, that is the indicator for when this filter needs some attention, needs to be changed, and that's absolutely that's not the case at all. The indicator is over here, and I'm going to take the top off real quick. And this is the indicator here, and it pops up out of the top. You can see it pop up a little bit there, and when that pops up, that's the indicator that you need to change sponges or something in your filter. Now I have zeolite in this top micro mesh bag. It absorbs ammonias and stuff out of the water. And under that I have Polyfill brand fiber filter, and a series of sponges underneath that. And as I've already shown, I like this filter because you can just flip that little thing there and lift this basket out. Get unstuck here. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. It's never done this before, but of course I want to lift this basket out, and for some reason, let me slide this back, tummy, and there was a lock on it. And I've shown this before in my previous videos. I've modified this by drilling a series of holes all around the front, the sides, and the back. It allows for a lot more water flow through my filter. That voids the warranty, but I don't think Tidal minds the modification. I'm not the only person that makes modifications on things, but it adds for a lot of more water flow. And the top doubles as a basket for when you're doing work on your filter. You can turn it upside down. There's a couple of grooves on it, and you can set your basket down there to carry it to the sink or whatever. And these knobs are adjustable for the amount of water flow that not only comes out of the skimmer or goes into the skimmer, but the bottom tube as well. I have a sponge filter, a pre-filter on that. Keeps baby shrimp and stuff from going into my filter. And I've got some screen mesh, some nylon screen mesh, and some nylon rubber bands that I put on the intake. If I can zoom in on it, the intake of this tidal filter, where the skimmer's at, they have slots, and those slots are wide enough for, number one, to breathe. It's a lot larger than I want going in there that I can prevent. And number two, for my baby shrimp and stuff from getting sucked into it. So I have some black nylon plastic netting or mesh that I got, and I cut out 3 pieces of it, and I kind of overlapped them to make the hole smaller, and I attached it with nylon rubber bands, and it works really well. It's like a top of leaf here. Oh, you can look up the benefits of those. This snail underneath here. Actually, these 2 snails will last 3 days. I'm dragging it out from inside of this cave here where I keep it. I don't know what they're up to, but you can see where they're eating on it right down to the veins. This leaf will be gone in another week or 2. I just put another one in. I boil it for about 10 minutes to get all the tannins out, because I don't want this water to get real dark. And I keep leaves, either oak leaves from the property or other catappa leaves underneath the bottom of this cave, and they've all been eaten, every bit of them. There's just a little bit left. Just a little bit left. So I'll be adding some more in a day or so. The shrimp, the snails, everything eats on those. So we have tons of new baby shrimp, all different colors, some with bands, some clear, some tiger stripe, some red ones, some blue ones, some little bitty tiny ones, some new ones that are carrying babies already, and some of you that watched my other videos, you know I had some of my Cory catfish crossbreed in here. One of my rabbit snails up on the driftwood doing its thing. I've had some baby rabbit snails born in here. There was one over here not too long ago. Some baby black devil spike snails. Yeah, there's been some red baby Neocaridina shrimp born. Some blue ones, lots of blue ones. Little blue one here somewhere. I just saw it. Some black ones, and here is a shrimp shed from one of my Neocaridina shrimp. They shed by coming out of the top and the back, and after they shed, they're usually ready to breed. They've outgrown their shells. This I'll leave in there for the other shrimp to eat. It helps them with their new exoskeleton. Occasionally, one of my Amano shrimp will shed in here, and it'll be floating on the top. Up here where I have silver hatchets and some dwarf marble hatchet fish. But I'll net those out. Some of the exoskeletons occasionally, just because it's a bit unsightly, but some people in the beginning, when they have shrimp in their tanks, they'll see it shedding like that and think one of their shrimp died, but that's not the case. It's just shed. It's exoskeleton, and that means it's growing. There's a little blue shrimp next to it. And up here is one of the baby Cory catfish eating on top of the cave. On top of this cave, I allow a lot of algae to grow green algae on the rock, and even some hair algae. Because of my Yamano shrimp, the baby shrimp, obviously this baby fish is eating a lot of biofilm and algae. Its little tummy is full. It's just eating tons of algae. Some Bacteria I put in the tank. They have a little bit of an iridescent green, blue marking on the side by their face. Some dark in the middle. So they're really starting to get bigger. Like I said, I think there's about 6 of them in here. And they're growing up quick. So I should get some better shots of them soon. One of my little blue shrimp, that's a male. You can tell the males from the females, especially when they're older. The males are more streamlined, and they don't have the little skirt of the armored shelled skirt that hangs down like on the Zamano shrimp.